Hey, it's the beer video, and we almost had two Helens.
Oh no, one of me is enough, I think.
One of them was frozen, so it's okay. So we would have had a frozen Helen and a thawed Helen.
Something winter in Minnesota, I guess. Though we've had a pretty warm winter due to both El Nino and climate change. So
What? Sorry.
yeah. Um, yeah, I don't know. It was just hovering like slightly around freezing today. We haven't had much snowfall to speak of, really.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it's kind of bananas. I haven't had to bust out my ugly ass winter boots yet, which on a superficial level is I don't mind, but you know, that fact is disturbing.
Yeah, I actually bought a pair of boots today because we actually had snow for the first time. Well, we had like a little tiny snowfall a couple weeks ago. But this was like our first, and it wasn't really that big of a snowfall, but it struck right as I was leaving for my haircut.
Of course.
And as you can see, there's still hair here. I didn't make it to my haircut because it just all of a sudden was like we were just getting pounded. And like it's not that like driving in snow is a problem. I mean, like I drive a tracks. It's not like it's hard. I have an easy time getting around, but nobody else was having an easy time, and like my GPS was it was going to take me too long to get to the salon to get my hair cut. So I called them and I was like, "Hey, what do you want me to do?" Because I mean, my haircuts are quick. They're like 15 minutes because she's just shaving my head. And they were like, "Yeah, everything's fucked up." So, yep, no haircut. So after we're done here, I'm going into the bathroom and I'm doing it myself because this
Well,
is
in um, I actually just booked a bang trim appointment because it was like the last time I tried to do them myself, it was just like, wow, well, I'll try to make them,
yeah,
layered
yeah.
like they advise people to do. And I may as well have shaved my head. It was rough. Thankfully, my bangs grow pretty fast, so
Well, I'm gonna have help. Like I'm not doing it all alone, but yeah, just frustrating. And also, you'll notice I still don't have a tooth here because my dentist appointment got canceled. So my tooth wasn't ready. Like it was that morning, and like a couple hours away from going, and they texted me and were like, "Hey, by the way, your tooth is not in yet." I'm like, "Yeah, it'd be stupid for me to come out then." So yeah, whatever. It's been a week since the last beer video, but what are you gonna do? But we're here.
yeah.
And also, well, you go first this week because I went back to the sticky note system, and I went first last week. I just bought my beer at about 9 o'clock my time tonight
Uh,
because I had one. I had an older one ready to go. Because the other thing that happened was because of the snow today, I couldn't get to the beer place, which I was gonna do after my haircut. So I forgot, and then I had something in the refrigerator, and I was like, I don't want to fucking drink this tonight. So I went and got something. I actually got two beers, so I have one for this week, one for next week,
cool.
prepared.
Um, so this one actually, the guy at the beer store warned me about, not in the sense that he said it was bad, but in the sense that apparently the carbonation's pretty explosive. So
Oh
this may
God.
be extra fun. Okay, so we have one from our friends at Jester King who did that Abbott's beer. There you
Yeah.
go.
That I just did.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. So
Yep.
called Queen's Order, got this lovely
Ooh,
art with flowers and some bees.
I like it.
Um, this is a farmhouse ale with honey and lemon peel. I am going to open this very carefully.
Here we go.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Well, you're still alive.
explosion. I've got my pupper's glass.
Yes.
This is foaming a little bit, but
Eh. Ooh,
manage. Very light in color.
you got a fucking head there.
Yeah. What can you do?
Yeah.
I
The
about
carbonation. Yeah.
feel like I'm pouring normally down the
Yeah,
side of
but
it.
That happens every now and again. I poured a 120 a couple weeks ago. I'm pretty good at pouring those. And it was just like head was it took forever for me to pour it. I'm like, what is with this? What is with this? What is in this bottle? Just happens.
Hey,
Yes.
you'll be disappointed in me that I may be a little distracted because I posted a mean hot take on Twitter. I
No,
don't know.
I'm not on there anymore.
Yeah, I know that see you're stronger than me. Well, okay, maybe that's the best I'm gonna get.
It's
Well,
not
you
bad.
can see light pale straw color.
Yeah.
Mm, Um,
Made by
big
bees.
Waka. Fairly low alcohol on this one, 4.8%, pretty standard for a farmhouse ale.
Yeah.
Smells like honey and lemon, like what it says on the can. That's really nice.
Yeah, I was wondering you said that. That's an interesting, I mean, the combination makes sense, but that's an interesting combo for a beer.
Yeah, it's just like a sour, not aggressively sour, but it's a little tart from lemon. Has kind of an earthy sweetness from the honey. Yeah, this is really nice. It kind of tastes like a hot toddy.
Ooh, but
Like honey and lemon, but without the whiskey. Um, it's nice. I feel like I'm getting a little boring here, and I maybe need to pick up a beer I know I'm gonna hate because I've liked most of them except for that awful Iron Maiden one.
oh God, yeah, that was you had no volume there for a second. Say something.
Oh, I just burped. So maybe that was for the best. So
Ah, you, you were technology saved you and rescued you from that. Yeah, no, okay, that's fine. Um, yeah, cool. Anything else about it?
yeah, not much else to say there. I'm glad it didn't explode.
Yeah, that's I mean, that's all you can really hope for.
See, this head dissipates pretty quickly.
Yeah, it really did. Yeah, that really cut down fast.
Good. I mean, I was not looking forward to slurping foam for
Yeah,
most of the year.
I hate that.
Hmm. I wish it was not the middle of winter, the middle of this very half-assed winter in Minnesota, because this would be a very nice summer beer. Tastes a bit like a shandy, but not quite an 80.
Yeah. I think it was what the one I had last week, the fuck 2023 beer was like felt more like a summer beer. It would be yeah, it would be nice in the summer, but
Yeah, like, well, you've got a while before that. Yeah, this is peak seasonal depression season for me, so we'll see how that works out.
yeah,
Um, I'm just trying to force myself to go out and do stuff and have fun.
what can you do? Yeah.
Um, well, we're seeing some wrestling next weekend. I think I've
Nice.
talked about that.
I'm so excited. I follow
Yeah,
them too now on Instagram, so I keep seeing like everybody they're adding to the show. That's a pretty stacked show.
yeah, they stacked the first day of it like first, so I was like, oh no, is there going to be anyone on Sunday besides Makito? But like, there's
Oh, I got some bad news.
uh-oh, what?
Maki Ito is injured.
Oh no, baby
Yeah, she
girl.
may not be on that show.
Oh,
Yeah, she was having numbness, I think, in her hands. So she's taken a break. I am sorry to break this to you during the beer video. But yeah, Maki Ito's hurt.
Brian, fuck you.
I know. I didn't do it. I would never hurt Maki Ito. I'm just gonna look it up to make sure that I'm not making this up. But yeah.
She recovers quickly. Yeah, well, oh well. We still have Effie and Ellie Catcher on that.
Right.
And I just found out my favorite wrestler from First Wrestling is going to be there as well. I thought he was just doing the first night, but I guess he's doing both. Yeah, Devin Monroe, he's fantastic. If you enjoy wrestling, I highly recommend following him.
Yeah.
He is a like hell of a performer, just a petite little gay boy who just thrashes the competition relentlessly. Yes, I know it's not real, but whatever. He is good at making it seem plausible.
Yes. I love them. If you don't like
Yeah,
them, you can log off.
yeah. Should we do a shirt check?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Well, I got my Blind Guardian shirt on. I'm looking forward to seeing them, and I hope I didn't just jinx that. Jesus Christ, can you imagine?
Be
Um,
driving to Cleveland to see them. I'm not sure.
oh, I was actually gonna ask you, you're going to see that tour,
Maybe.
maybe.
Traveling is kind of up in the air just because of Brody the dog. So it depends. I mean, by then it should
Yeah.
be in, but
You're reminding me we're gonna need a cat sitter for road burn, so
yeah, yeah, eh,
yeah, you're coming here in May, which hopefully it'll be warm enough I can like dress kind of slutty. Like,
yeah. That's why I'm hoping to do the same thing. So,
and my buddy's going with me, and I have never like I have we've been friends for um 12 or 13 years, I think. And I don't think I've ever seen live music with him, so
yeah,
this should be fun and exciting.
yeah.
Uh,
It's-
provided I get sick. I mentioned that only because like I think for the past 2 or 3 years, he's just had a cold like every few weeks. And this is one of the many things that has convinced me not to have children because like last time I was like, well, I'm on the mend, but like, you know, my son ensures that there's some virus or another just boomeranging around my house, like just constantly.
uh,
And it's not delightful, don't get me wrong, but like I'm just like, between like the expense and the constant diseases, like I don't know how any of you do it.
yeah, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm wearing a Rip to Shreds hoodie, or not hoodie, long sleeve. So, yeah, pretty standard stuff. Have not worn this long sleeve since last winter, and I was wondering if, like, from just look, I'm not like fucking Stallone here or anything, but like just from working out, I felt like sort of my shoulders and chest had gotten a little bigger, and putting this long sleeve on, I was like, oh, I think they have because it's a little snug, and like in the upper body and like up here. So I was like, I guess maybe I've made some progress. So
Yeah.
yeah. Well, my beer um is called Feral. It's by Fat Orange Cat. We've done them before, but Feral, and it's cat getting kicked out of a bar. So
But
yeah, poor buddy. This is a New England style double India Pale Ale. So this is going to be a thick boy. 8.9% alcohol by volume. I love Fat Orange Cat. Well, I love Fat Orange Cats, but I also
oh,
love Fat Orange Cat, the brewery. Pretty much everything I've had by them has been quality. I've never had this one, obviously.
just give me 2 seconds.
Okay, we're gonna get 2 seconds. I have a feeling there's gonna be a cat coming up here. But anyway, yeah, I really like Fat Orange Cat. Whenever they bring something new out, I try to jump on it and try it out. That's what I thought was gonna happen. There's Sauron the cat. Sauron, here's the can. That's a cat getting kicked out of a bar. Sauron, see that right there? That's a cat getting kicked out of a bar. That doesn't look like you though. So I don't think it's you. It's an orange cat. Hence, Fat Orange Cat. And I'm drinking out of a Steelers The Steel Curtain glass because they went and laid waste to the Baltimore Ravens, and now they need like magic and witchcraft tomorrow to make the playoffs. So we'll see.
What do
Ooh.
you
Oh my God, you can just smell the hops just from the pour. Ooh, boy, that is pungent in a good way. It's like citrusy pungent. I already know what this is going to taste like pretty much, but maybe I'll be surprised. That's it. I mean, it's like I expected it to be kind of thick and cloudy. It's thick and cloudy like a New England IPA, so not a surprise there. Let's see what it tastes like. Tastes exactly what I thought it was going to taste like. It's a nice thick creamy IPA. Real nice, citrusy, kind of like leaning a little bit toward grapefruit. Which is funny because I don't like grapefruit at all. But whenever I get notes of it in beers, I'm fine with it. So maybe I'm okay with like hints of grapefruit. Anyway, um, a little bitter. I don't think I saw the IBUs listed. No, so I'm not really sure. But there's some bitterness. So I know I mention a lot of times if these things aren't that bitter, and if you're the type of person who's hesitant to go into an IPA because of the bitterness, this one probably isn't for you because it is, as I'm speaking, it's like right in the tonsils. Uh, but I
What do
like
you, man?
what's
What
he
you?
think?
Oh, I'm talking to Sauron.
Sorry. Oh, the bitterness just gave me a little bit of a chill up my spine. Yeah, it's pretty bitter. I like bitter beers. It's to me it's a plus. But again, if you don't like bitter beers, if you don't like bitter IPAs, probably stay away from this one because it's pretty pronounced. It's not like super bitter, but bitter enough. But it's pleasant. The drinkability is nice. It feels good in my mouth. I like when things feel good in my mouth. Um, and it feels good going down my throat. It's very nice. Hello, Sauron. He's just looking back and forth like, wait, it's he, right? Is Sauron he?
Yes, I think
Okay.
he's. So I'm gonna let him down.
Okay, that's fine.
Go to your cat bed.
But yeah, this is nice. This is a good beer. Probably not my favorite type of an IPA, but not bad. Pretty good. And yeah, another another successful beer from Fat Orange Cat. Again, they very rarely steer wrong, so it's almost like the bitterness is kind of like I haven't taken, oh boy, like when I was a kid, aspirins used to be like those little white tablets. And I was
Hmm.
afraid to swallow them when I was a kid because I was afraid I was going to choke on things. So I would chew those tablets and they're bitter as shit. So like the aftertaste I got from the Tylenol tablets is sort of the aftertaste I'm getting from this. I know it's probably tanking interest for some people in this beer by me saying that.
People, you mean me?
By
Because damn.
you, yeah. And it's just this is the aftertaste. Like the aftertaste is pretty fucking bitter. Again, I'm not saying that necessarily as a negative. I still like the beer, but I would like to have something to wash this down, like change the taste of my mouth a little bit, but I didn't prepare. I rarely prepare. Who needs to prepare? Right, exactly. So, anyway, those are the beers.
There we go.
Yeah.
Happy January 6th. All
Um,
those celebrate.
yeah, I didn't want to bring it up, but yeah, we are filming this on January 6th. I don't know, this is up to you guys if come January 6th, 2025, well, I guess it wouldn't be on the 6th, it would be after that because the inauguration won't be till like almost toward the end of January. If you want to see all those assholes sprung out from jail, great, then vote for an idiot. Well, I guess one way or another you're going to vote for an idiot, but vote
Mhm.
for a worse idiot. Um, yeah, it's what a gross day.
Yeah. Oh boy. Yeah. And I don't want to be never liked them anyway person, but yeah, seeing John Schaefer in that crowd, it's like, man, the only good album Iced Earth made was Horror Show. They have been treading water ever since.
Yeah.
And like I was saying to my friend, like, if I was if I did something where like I was barred from touring where my fans are, because you know I'm gonna get a work visa anywhere in Europe anytime soon, right?
Right.
Like if Hansi Kirsch like put out a like press release about how we're not friends anymore, I would do some serious soul searching.
Yeah, but they don't do that,
Hmm.
you know.
I, if you told me like a B tier power metal guitarist and Jimmy Pesto, the
It's
voice of
just,
Pesto,
you know.
tried to overthrow the US government, I would assume like you were describing back to me a dream I had when I took like too strong of an edible.
Yeah. It's funny. I kind of fell off Bob's Burgers a little bit in the later seasons. So I didn't realize that his voice had changed until I caught it
So
later.
what's really sad is okay, so I like Bob Burger. Bob's Burgers, obviously, but like what I mostly know that actor for is Mr. Show.
Yeah, yeah.
And like, one of the best line deliveries in the history of television, have you ever eaten a train piece by piece after you just derailed it with your penis?
Yeah.
Like, man, that guy was a January 6th guy. That blows.
Yep.
Not
Yep.
ever trained piece by piece after he just drilled it with his penis, but he was caught on camera trying to hang Nancy Pelosi. Oh, we live in hell.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do live in hell. It's funny because I just always laugh when, people like always have to clap back and be like, well, it wasn't a riot or it wasn't this, like trying to like say it's not. It's like it was on television. It
We
was
also
literally on TV. The
I
speech was on TV. The
floated.
aftermath was on TV.
I was talking to you because we were both kind of bored at work and watching it,
Yeah.
and we were like, man, what the fuck?
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. We saw it happen. It's like these people, my comeback to them is usually like, hey, the Kansas City Chiefs didn't win the Super Bowl last year. Well, of course they did. It was on television, It's like, but yeah, so was this. But for some reason, this didn't happen. I just the version of reality some of these people live in is just preposterous to me. We saw it.
Yeah, the whole thing, like, oh, they were just being tourists. Like, I'm often a tourist, right? Like, and I do not usually bring a fucking gallows when I am being a
Usually
tourist.
not. Usually not. Yeah, yeah. And look, I don't want to steal your thunder because you made this joke already, but the guy who tased himself in the balls.
Yeah, apparently that's never been really confirmed, but it's never really been ruled out either. So I choose to believe it because it's
Well,
very fun.
if they can have their fiction about January 6th, I can have mine. He tased himself in the balls.
Yeah, just right in the balls.
Right in the balls, yeah. Over and over.
I think people can believe whatever they want as long as they find it funny.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I just can't wait for these people to be pardoned. It's gonna be great, all these assholes. If that even happens, I don't know. I'm also, that guy also just says whatever the fuck he wants to say just to try to get people to support him. So it wouldn't shock me if it doesn't happen because uh, that asshole lies about everything. But
Well, I wouldn't even believe it. Like, I think deliberate lying is giving him too much credit for planning.
yeah.
This is like, I don't know, like I could easily believe he would never pardon them just because like he would never get around to it and forget.
Oh, right. That's what I think. Like, I don't think it's a thing where he's gonna be like, oh, fuck those people. I just don't think he's ever gonna remember. Or
No.
it's never gonna come up. Yeah. Or like he'll pardon like the people he's friends with, but everybody else will just sit there and rot.
The
Yeah.
rest comes, ah, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah. God, what a depressing day. Uh it was funny whenever I had this haircut scheduled, the person at the desk who's the best. She has me scheduled out through March because somebody has to be an adult in this haircut relationship. Um Whenever she scheduled me, she was like, okay, well, she's like, well, we have you for January 6th. Like, yeah. Yeah, I'll be here. It's fine. Uh, well, it didn't happen because of the snow, but yeah, it's depressing. And I don't know what's going to happen at the end of Trump's next term, like when he li literally has to leave. Like, what's going to happen? You know, he's going to try to run again.
Yeah, of course.
I just have no faith in this whatsoever. I was listening to Knowledge Fight this week, and I think it was Knowledge Fight, and they were kind of making fun of Gavin Newsom running. And I'm not necessarily a Gavin Newsom fan, but I would take him over Biden.
I don't know if I would. Oh, God. Well, I feel like he has all the flaws of Biden, probably just like they're like not as nationally visible just because he's just governor of one state.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I just want to see him debate Trump because I feel like he would pick him apart because he's actually good at that stuff.
Well, I mean, that'd be great if anyone actually gave a shit about debates,
If it
like,
even happens, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. God, I'm depressed now.
sorry, I was trying to make a joke, not send you down a rabbit hole.
Yeah, it was gonna happen anyway. I mean, I don't know. I was so happy when 2024 started just because 2023 was such a pile of shit for me. And then like whenever 2024 dawned, I was just sort of like, oh, this may be the last year that we have freedom. Oh, we got to end this in like some sort of positive way. What can we do? What can we say? Let's think of something.
I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun playing Baldur's Gate 3. Um,
Do you know the game Stray?
yes,
I
yes.
just got that game and it is the best because it's great for if you're going to drink like heavy beers and play a video game. You don't have to do that much thinking because you're just a cat and you're wandering around like trying to find your way wherever you're I can't remember where I'm supposed to be headed, but um it's funny, but it's like it's kind of a mind fuck in a way because you'll be walking around and you see like a little opening and I'm like, ah shit, how do I get around this? And then you're like, oh wait, I'm a cat. I can crawl through this. It's very weird. It's so strange, like trying to get used to being a cat in a game because it just all the normal things that you think that you aren't able to do in a game, you can do now because you're a cat. You can meow. I learned how to like scratch the carpet. It's great. I love it. I love it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah. So yeah,
Well, this beer was good. I liked that. There's still nice things that exist in the world despite ambient shittiness.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go pick up Sauron and cuddle with him some more, I think.
We did the best we could. All right, everybody. This has been the beer video. I can't believe you wouldn't want to see my mouse is now dead and I now can't end the beer. Oh, there we go. I didn't think I was gonna be able to end the beer video. And I also, because I had to turn my mouse over, the red light just flashed in my eyes and now I can't see. So we're gonna try to end this. But maybe we won't. So if we're anyway, goodbye.